Hi, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing the September readings, and we're going to start off here with a singing bowl meditation. So if you want to hear the singing bowl just for some grounding, you can stay here. If not, check out your timestamp down below. All right, we're going to get started. All right, I'll see you guys for your reading. Hi Taurus, welcome to your September reading. All right, take a big deep breath for me. We're just gonna jump right in. Taurus, September 2021. Taurus, September 2021. Ooh. Cards. Big deep breath, Taurus. Taurus, September 2021. Taurus, September 2021. Taurus, September 2021. Jesus. Too many cards. Keep breathing for me, Taurus. One card at a time, please. One card at a time. Keep breathing, Taurus. All right, Taurus. So there is some kind of family issue here I'm getting this month. Specifically, there's not really much of an issue for you as it will be for other people in your family, because I think specifically if this has to do with a certain matriarch in your family, so it could be your mother, it could be your grandmother, it could be an aunt, it could be a great-grandmother, just a matriarch figure, someone very feminine, a woman who is in charge. Oops. There is a certain level of tradition, but it's not even tradition in terms of like everyone agrees and enjoys it. It's more of like cyclical abuse, it could be. So it's not that intense for everybody, but in terms of tradition, like, you know, you listen to me because I'm your parent, and that kind of sentiment is just passed down throughout the generations. And now that it's getting to you, you're kind of challenging that. You're like, but why do I have to listen to you unconditionally? Why do I not get to question you? Why do I have to just trust that your word is the right word? So all you're doing is asking your family to look at things from a different perspective and they can't handle it. They are acting as if you are disrupting the whole family unit, like everything that your bloodline stands for or whatever, because you're rebelling, or you're asking them questions, or you're just disagreeing with something very simple. So it's this kind of gaslighting and generational familial abuse that we don't recognize right away, because one, it's our family, we don't expect them to be like that, and two, it's normalized because they're our family. So we grow up thinking that this behavior is normal, and we think that everyone does this, and we think that every family goes through this, until we realize that, hey, maybe it's not like that for everybody. Maybe it should be different for me, because I deserve something normal. Not even normal, just functional. I deserve something functional. I deserve something that doesn't cause confusion. I deserve something that doesn't gaslight me. Certain things like that. But because the world here is the first card out, I'm telling you that you are going to be the one to break this cycle. And I think you don't have a problem with that. You're just like, you know what? I see things from a different perspective. I think your controlling, abusive, toxic ways are horseshit, and I'm going to end it now. This ends with me. Okay? And this is not you. This is your family members. This is all the people that this cutting off is going to affect, because now they can no longer transgress your boundaries. They can no longer take advantage of you. They can no longer boss you around or control you. And they just have to sit with themselves, and they just have to sit with what they've created. And you're gonna be just fine. You're just over here like, I'm good, I'm chilling, I don't need this, I don't need you and your horseshit legacy, I don't need your toxic legacy, I don't need this familial karma, I don't need this generational abuse. I'm over it. And so once you make that decision, things are going to move forward rather quickly for you. You're going to move away from all of this horseshit. The heartbreak, the deception, the lying, the deceit, the dysfunctional family. You're gonna leave it all. And this all stems from this specific matriarch. Usually the Empress card is a very positive card, but in the context of this reading, I think this matriarch, whoever she is very toxic, and she's the one who's kind of perpetuated this kind of mindset, this kind of feeling, this kind of feeling, this kind of mindset, this kind of feeling. It's not sustainable, and it's not a legacy that anybody wants to uphold, because now you have a whole family tree full of traumatized people and full of people who don't want to continue what you started. Not you, Taurus, but this person, right? Funny, this is also your card, but I didn't get that energy initially. I think this is someone else. And it's very rare that your card shows up as someone else in your reading. And that's how deep-rooted this whole thing is. It's because it's such a part of you, it's so ingrained in you, that you realize it never truly belonged to you. It was inherited by you. It was passed down to you from this matriarch, and it just, perpetuated this kind of a feeling. And underneath the Empress, under that, on the bottom of the deck here, you have the Queen of Cups. And so the Queen of Cups is all about being nurturing, but not being able to receive it yourself. So you could have grown up with this matriarch constantly demanding emotional validation from you and never giving it back to you. So it could have been a very confusing relationship. Underneath that, you have the Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so it was not equal, it was not even, and it taught you to not ever receive things for yourself. It taught you to only give, to only provide, and to never receive. And you, Taurus, are now going to flip the script, take your power back for yourself, right? So take it back from this matriarch and fill your own cup with it. Become who you were truly meant to be, not who this person projected you to be, not who this person wanted you to be under their control. So the Empress here shows up in two different ways, but it depends on how you decide, right? So this could either be that matriarchal figure taking over, or it could be you taking your power back, but it all depends on you. But I think this month you are going to take that power back. You're just going to have to put up with people disagreeing with you, with feedback from your family, with people, saying, how could you do this? You betrayed the family, blah, blah, blah. But it's a cycle, it's ending. I'm taking my power back for myself. Don't worry, this family is still going to have the Empress energy, but it's going to be right. It's going to be correct. It's not going to be toxic. It's not going to be controlling, and it's not going to project its bullshit onto other people, right? So you get to be yourself. You get to stand in your own energy once you decide to move away from this matriarch in your family, away from this controlling, abusive energy. All right, Taurus. Sorry, that was kind of heavy, but it looks, oh my God, my hair. I took a shower today, and so my hair is like doing this flippy thing. Ignore it. It looks awful. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, it just looks like you are going to do just fine this month. It's just going to be rough because you have to break up with family. But if those family members don't want what's best for you, then the title of family really doesn't mean much, because we are all humans, and if you don't want what's best for me at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what title you hold in my family, I'm gonna cut you out. All right, Taurus, have a wonderful September. I'll see you next month. Hi, Virgo. Happy birthday. Happy September. Welcome to your reading. We are going to jump right into it, so just take a big deep breath for me. All right, what's up for Virgo during Virgo season? September 2021. Take a big deep breath for me, Virgo. Keep on breathing throughout the whole reading, all right? Virgo, September 2021. Virgo, September 2021. Big inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale. And exhale. You forget to breathe sometimes, huh? Just keep reminding yourself. There we go. Keep breathing. We just need one more card, Virgo. Okay, so we start off very well with the Empress and the Star card. Virgo, this month you are starting to really feel healed. You're starting to feel happy again. You're starting to feel lighter. You're starting to feel a little bit more independent. There might still be some anger issues here. You might still be angry about something. We have the Emperor in reverse on the bottom of your deck. So there could be a lack of self-control in the month of September. Could be some anger issues, some impulse issues. So just be wary of that. That's probably just part of your purging process, because you're healing. So your body, your aura is getting rid of all of the negative gunk, and it's going to have to go somewhere, right? So just be mindful of the words that you use with people. Be mindful of how you treat people this month, because you might be a little bit more sensitive than usual because you're going through this cleanse. So just keep that in mind. Now, with that said, I don't want you to not express yourself ever, because with these three cards here, it's saying that you're going to be scared to feel vulnerable. You're going to be scared to take chances. But I don't want you to do that. This is going to show up as a direct challenge to perpetuate this healing for you. So when a challenging situation comes along, instead of hiding from it or being defensive about it, I want you to look at it from a new perspective and see, how can this teach me? How can this help me become a better person? How can this help me level up? Because that's what life is all about, right? You're not born perfect. Nobody's born perfect. Perfect is not obtainable, okay? Now, it's ironic because once you let go of the idea of perfectionism, and once you allow yourself to make some mistakes, allow yourself to be a little messy sometimes, it facilitates that inner child feeling, the inner child that I think you've also suppressed. I think that's also what the Emperor in reverse is about, because the Emperor is about Aries, right? The Emperor is Aries card, so in Aries, it's all about the inner child. But when it's reversed, that means it's stunted, it means it's repressed, and that's probably where the anger issues are coming from. So your inner child has been suppressed for a long time for whatever reason. Whether it be you had to just grow up too fast, whether it be you had to be responsible a little bit earlier on in life, whatever the reason, your inner child is asking, it's begging to come out right now. And that's kind of directly in part with the healing. So when you have the Sun and the Star card, it's a really positive thing, and it's telling you that your adult self, your naked adult self, needs to help heal your naked inner child, right? So all the wounds that we had in our inner child, whatever you didn't receive from your caretakers, you're going to have to give that to yourself this month. And that's how you're going to directly heal yourself, because you're going to parent yourself. And when you do that, you're going to get the money, the success, you're going to get the love, you're going to get all that. And it's going to be self-sustaining, and it's going to be nurturing, because you have the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles. These two can live off of each other forever. They're not normally like the most, well, I don't want to say that. They're not normally the royal coupling that you see, because you assume that they just stay within their element. But the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, like, she nourishes him and he provides a structure for her. So if you can do that for yourself, provide a structure for yourself while nourishing yourself, that is you taking care of your inner child. And it's almost going to feel like immediate, like that, like so quick. Once you figure out how to do this, you're going to be like, I can't believe I didn't figure this out sooner. I can't believe I haven't been doing this all along. And go easy on yourself. You know, it takes time. It takes, healing, growing pains. That's why they call it growing pains, because no one figures it out right away. And remember, this goes back to nobody's perfect. No one has all the answers. Life is all about that. You can't have all the answers figured out right away. You're going to have to go through some things. You're going to have to make mistakes. You're going to have to be shitty sometimes. Well, you don't have to be shitty, but you're going to be shitty, and you're going to have to deal with those consequences sometimes. You're going to have to, take people's feedback. You're going to have to lose relationships, and all of that is okay. It's all part of the learning process. But this is all part of you needing to heal your inner child now, because you've been neglecting your inner child for a very long time. And if you continue to do so, it's going to manifest in unhealthy ways, specifically with your nervous system, because Virgos. And also, if you have repressed anger, it's all going to end up in your body. It's going to be psychosomatic. So I don't want you to hold on to any negativity. I don't want you to hold on to any pain from your childhood. Allow this solar return to cleanse you, allow it to rejuvenate you. You have very positive cards here. The only thing that is required of you is acceptance. And sometimes that's a little hard, isn't it? But you can do it, because you have all the indicators here that you will succeed. But again, it's a general tarot reading, and I don't want you to think that this is, of course, absolutely what's going to happen to you. This will only happen for you if you do the work. This will only happen for you if you acknowledge your past, if you acknowledge yourself, and if you accept things the way that they are. Accept the things you can't change, right? So I always forget the entire quote, but it's the one that's give me wisdom to change the things I can't, or whatever. You know what I'm saying, right? Look up that quote. That's very relevant to you right now. I can't think of it, but you probably know what I'm talking about. What is it? The Serenity Prayer. That's what it's called. Yeah, look up the Serenity Prayer. Very relevant for this month. Very relevant for your birthday, your solar return. Okay, this is going to be a really rejuvenating one for you. Might be a little painful, but if you're honest with yourself and if you accept reality for the way it is, you can move past this pain pretty quickly. All right, Virgo, happy birthday. I'll see you next month. Bye. Hi Capricorn. Okay, welcome to your September reading. You can take a big deep breath from me. We're just going to jump right in. Ooh. All right, we're not going to take this giant pile. Deep breath from me, Capricorn. Capricorn, September 2021. Capricorn, September 2021. Too many cards. Capricorn, September 2021. Capricorn, September 2021. Keep breathing for me, Cap. September 2021 for Capricorn. What's this? September 2021 for Capricorn. 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 One last card, Capricorns. Take a big deep breath for me. Ooh. One last card. That was too many. One more card for Capricorn 2021. Capricorn, September 2021. Capricorn, September 2021. Capricorn, September 2021. All right, we're going to cut the deck one more time. September 2021, September 2021 for Capricorn, September 2021 for Capricorn. One more card for Capricorn for September. One more card for Capricorn for September. You're going to have to let go, Capricorn. Ooh, still too many cards. One more card. All right. If it doesn't come out in the next 15 seconds, I'm just going to pull it. Capricorn, September 2021. Capricorn, September 2021. Capricorn, September 2021. All right, I'm just going to pull it for the sake of the reading. Of course, it won't let me. I'm going to pull the card because you're not coming out. Exactly. Okay. So, the last card to come out was the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Just thought it was funny. All right, Capricorn. Sorry if you can hear my phone going off. All right. Pretty point blank. A lot of you guys are going through a separation this month. Could be divorce, could be a breakup, but there is a change in the tide. There is a breaking of an agreement or a bond here. And the only reason why I think it's love, because it's the Two of Cups right next to the Hierophant, and they're both in reverse. So this breakup, this separation, it's kind of been, I don't want to say it's a long time coming. I feel like some of you might have had a hunch that it could happen somewhere down the line, but I think a lot of it comes from a lack of putting in work, either from you or from your partner's side or from both of you. The partnership didn't work out because there wasn't enough work being put in from somewhere. Now, both of you need to put in the same amount of work for it to work, right? So someone somewhere was lacking, and whoever it is or whoever it was, it doesn't really matter anymore, because I see it as like it's part of the past. Like whatever arguments, whatever manipulation there was, whatever mind games there were, it's coming to an end now, because someone somewhere is saying, enough. I've had enough. And it will make you feel anxious. It will make you overthink. It will make you question yourself a little bit. However, after this initial period of second guessing your decision, you're going to feel a lot more motivated about the future. You're going to feel a lot more centered and more willing to go forward and try to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. And this time you're okay with doing that alone. You're okay with doing it with no one by your side. The only thing that you are a little worried about, especially if this is a divorce, that it could affect your money, because of course you have to split up your resources, you have to split up your assets, you have to split up money, you have to, spend money on divorce lawyers or whatever have you. Or it may be if you were living together, you got to find a new apartment, you have to break the lease, you have to figure out the security deposit. So like material things are tied to this relationship, but it's not enough anymore to make you worried about leaving it. You're just kind of like, you know what? Fuck the money, fuck the assets, take what you want, I'm good on my own, whatever, like let's just get this over with. So that's the one thing. If you are going through contracts and stuff, if you are getting a divorce, if you are if there's any paperwork involved at all, make sure you don't blow through it just because you want to get over this situation. Don't rush through anything. Make sure you're still reading your contracts. Make sure you're going over it with lawyers. Make sure you're going over it just to double check, dot your I's, cross your T's, stuff like that. I know this change of course may feel exciting and you want to just kind of get it over with, but it's very important that you secure your assets and your, all the red tape on your end. Just make sure you do that, okay? Don't just leave the situation without reading things over because you want to get out, because in the end it might make the leaving process a little bit longer than you wanted or expected to. Now, the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Swords in reverse. So you might end up cutting communication with this person altogether in September. Like you might even, just kind of respectively handle your things individually. And then later you have like a mediator or something. I do see it possibly getting to that point as well, to the point where you guys just aren't even talking at all. And it's not even malicious. It's more so, it could be malicious because we have the 5 of Swords here. So someone might have malicious intentions. But for the most part, I think you'll be okay because, breakups suck, yes. But this person was holding you back in a way that you didn't notice. And they low-key didn't want you to go too far from them. They didn't want you to succeed too much. They didn't want you to feel too in your element or too happy on your own or too independent like that. So now that you're not with them, you can embark on your journey the way that you want to and the way that you haven't been able to because you've been bound to this partnership that didn't make you feel motivated to work on it. Didn't make you feel like I want to take the world with this person. It didn't make you feel like this. It made you feel like this. So you're going to cut your losses in September financially, and asset-wise, whatever material thing you have, you're going to have to let go of that, okay? I think that's what the last card is about. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse came out, and it refused to come out. So again, don't just refuse to leave somebody or refuse to do the paperwork because you don't want to lose out on money. Being with this person is a depreciating asset, so you might as well just get out while you can, right? So don't rush through your paperwork. Don't forfeit any, financial, monetary asset, whatever you might have just to get away from that person. But also don't hold on to the relationship for the sake of the thing too. It's a balancing act and there's a lot of moving parts, and this is a general reading, so you're going to have to discern for yourself what's more important to you, the monetary assets that come with this person or the respect and the love and the reciprocity and the communication and the actual relationship, the human relationship that you want, right? So you're gonna have to come to terms now, like, money is good, but you're not a robot, Capricorn. Money is good, but you can't turn off your feelings forever. Okay, so it's not even a matter of like whether or not you are gonna break up. It looks like this is a breakup, and you guys are now just gonna have to ride the wave of, you know, what comes after a breakup. And I'm sorry, that really is unfortunate, but I think you really are going to be okay. I think relationships and breakups are hard, but once you leave the incorrect relationship, it becomes really easy just to be on your own. All right, Capricorn, have a wonderful September. Stay strong, and I'll see you next month.